Hey everybody, Deb here with the Carnivore Caveman Keto Couple. Welcome back. So guys, today I wanted to do a video on tips that I would give for someone first starting out on the carnivore or the ketogenic diet. There's a lot of things you can do wrong that could sabotage your results or basically make you quit after 3 days, and I think I have some tips to help with that. Now, I wanted to make the disclosure again that Johnny nor I are doctors. We don't claim to be doctors. I'm not giving any nutritional advice. You know, this might not work for you. This is just kind of what I feel is my opinion and what worked for Johnny and myself when we transitioned. So I just recently got involved with some Facebook forum groups, and a couple of them are keto/carnivore together, and then one of them is just strictly carnivore. I would recommend that to anyone. These are great groups. There's a lot of insight. People have, questions and great answers for people. So I would definitely recommend that. They are private groups, but basically you just, Google whatever ones you want to belong to, answer a couple questions, and you usually get a result and answer back in like 20 minutes, whether they've accepted you or not. So I would recommend that. Okay, so my tips. First and foremost, I was a big fan of going just really strong head first into these diets, no matter what kind of lifestyle you were living. Basically, the attitude was pull that Band-Aid off really fast. I've since changed my mind on that. I find that there's a lot of failure involved in that and a lot of suffering. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the keto flu or the carnivore flu. It kind of mimics the symptoms of getting the flu. People get horrible headaches, fever, constipation. They just feel awful if you transition too fast. Now, some people don't have any ill effects at all. Johnny and I did it pretty, not very dramatically. We went from basically eating the standard American diet. We cut out all soda. We did that for maybe a month, felt really good, and then we cut out all fast food. We don't eat any fast food. And then we cut out all processed food. No food from a box, no microwavable stuff, no microwavable burritos, no TV dinners. So we did it in stages, and it was actually pretty easy. But if you try to cut everything out at once, forget about it. So that would be my first tip. Now, you might not want to go that route if you have any type of autoimmune disease, or if you're trying one of these diet lifestyles for health reasons, which a lot of people do. You might want to go in quick just to try to alleviate some of your IBS or your digestion problems or autoimmune diseases. But again, I'm not a doctor. You need to talk to your doctor about that. But if you're just doing it for weight loss, and Johnny and I pretty much were doing it for weight loss, and also because I was super curious because people were getting these great results on carnivore. We had pretty much went from standard American diet to paleo for about a few years ago. Then we transitioned into keto, where we went from, eating pretty healthy down to about less than 30 carbs a day, which worked really good. And then we got curious about this carnivore, and we were like, okay, we want to lose, the last 15 pounds, let's try it. So we both have been pretty strict carnivore for over 2 months now, and it's working great. You can check out our other videos, give you our updates and our progress. But in these forum groups, I just have found that a lot of people are struggling with this diet, and what I found is, doing my research and asking questions, is they're going straight in, they have health issues, whether they're overweight or high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, or their doctor has said, if we don't get something under control, you are going to be diabetic. They're looking for answers and results, and I give them kudos for jumping right into these diets. But if you do it too fast, like I said, you have to have the willpower of a Navy SEAL to get this done, because you will experience a little bit of suffering. And that's fine if you're willing to push through that. It's not going to hurt you at all, but it's very uncomfortable, and a lot of people will give up and throw in the towel after 3 or 4 days and just say, feeling this crummy isn't worth it. Some people get really bad constipation. What that seems to be from is, our diets are so used to having all this fiber in it, and our colons get lazy. And so when you take out the fiber from your diet, because virtually, keto is very low fiber and carnivore is virtually no fiber, now your colon has to do all this work, and it just really doesn't know how. So people get constipated, or they feel like they're constipated. But I guarantee you guys, if you can stick with it with your doctor's help, or with a naturopath or somebody, you know, that has done this for a number of months or a year or a couple of years, I think you're going to see great results from it. It's a very low inflammatory lifestyle, so it has helped so many people heal themselves. And I have seen dramatic weight loss on these forums that I belong to. I mean, some women and men, you know, well above 300 pounds are now down to their ideal weight, whether it be 120, 130 for women and, you know, 170, 180 for men. So it's just a really cool lifestyle, and I think pretty much anybody can do it unless you have some underlying issue with your kidneys or your liver, or you know, you can't eat a lot of protein, or I even know people that have had their gallbladder removed thinking they can't eat this high-fat diet, but there's actually enzymes and supplements that your doctor can provide you that help your gallbladder produce the bile that it needs, and you can do a ketogenic or carnivore diet with no problems. But again, talk to your doctor about that. So I would love to hear people's comments or people's stories, because you know, when I got involved in this diet, I have to say I'm one of the fortunate ones. I really didn't have any health issues. I felt like I had a stomach of steel. I could eat anything. Sorry about the plane up above, guys. We've got a lot of little airport here in Steamboat, Colorado, and it's a beautiful day, so everybody's out flying, so wave at them. But all right, so what was I saying? So yeah, I got into this diet mainly for curiosity and weight loss, and just seeing if I could get stronger in the gym, build more muscle. It wasn't because I had any autoimmune issues, or I didn't have IBS, or you know, I wasn't suffering from migraines. I'm sure I had some inflammation going on because I felt like I wasn't processing carbohydrates well. I was getting a little heavier in the midsection, so I'm sure I was inflamed on the inside, but I felt fine. But man, this diet and this lifestyle, I don't know if I'm going to add vegetables or carbs back. The initial plan was to go 60 days. Now I'm pushing it to 90, see how I feel. And if I still feel this great and have this much energy and see the body fat coming off and the muscle gain, who knows? I may push it another 60 days. I may go a whole year with 0 vegetables or 0 fiber. But we're all different. It's up to you to experiment with your body. You have to find out for yourself. Just because something that I'm doing or Johnny doing or your neighbor's doing or Sally's doing doesn't mean it's something you should do. You have to find out with your own body and listen to the whispers of your body. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up here because I think I'm going to go on the mountain a little bit. Snowboarding season's not open here in Steamboat Springs, but you can always hike your snowboard or your skis up and go down, get some first tracks, so we'll see how that goes. But if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It just helps our channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do that now. Again, it just helps our channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Hit that bell notification. It'll let you know when Johnny and I put up a new video. And just remember, guys, keep eating meat because meat heals.